Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you the gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I appreciate all the love for this channel. It never goes unnoticed. I want to thank all the members who have become part of the Gamecocks Talk family. I thank everyone. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. And you, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever and however you get your podcast, you can follow and keep up with Captain Will. Hey, we got a good one today, y'all. We have a good one today, y'all. And before we get started, it's shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock wherever you may be watching your man Captain Will right now. It is shot o'clock. Whatever time you may be viewing this, it is shot o'clock right now. I'm drinking some Cali Gold from Snoop Doggy Dog. That's what's going on today. A little glass of wine, sparkling glass of wine. It's all right. It's decent. Cheers. So, a lot went on yesterday. The headline, obviously, is, Ashlyn Watkins. That's the headline. And we've seen it on the news. We've seen it on social media. We've seen it wherever you get sports. We've seen so much about this situation. And everybody got opinions. And of course, Captain Will got opinion, right? Okay, so she was arrested yesterday on campus. And according to the arrest warrant, assaulted the victim by forcibly grabbing her face, pulling her arms, and pushing her. It went on to say she picked up the victim against her will, grabbed her head, and forced her to walk down the hall, thus controlling her movement while preventing her from leaving. That is from the arrest warrant, okay? She's ordered no contact with the victim, and it's required to remain a minimum of 1,000 feet away from the victim's home, work, school, and place of worship. That is the arrest warrant for our own Ashlyn Watkins, okay? First off, prayers for Ashlyn and the victim, for both. Both of these young ladies are somebody's children, okay? They're babies, okay? So prayers up for both of them. Secondly, I'm not a lawyer. I don't profess to be. I ain't gonna try to be. I'm not. The Gamecocks are gathering more information. The Gamecocks will deliver a message once that information is found and made sense. They're not going to rush the process. I don't anticipate them doing so. This is very delicate for the basketball team. This is very delicate for Dawn Staley. This is very delicate for Ashlyn Watkins. This is very delicate for the victim. There's a lot of moving pieces with this one right here. It's a lot. So it ain't gonna be no swift thing that goes down. Like, you ain't gonna wake up in the morning and say, oh, Dawn Staley has kicked her off the team and UFC has removed her from school. That ain't happening tomorrow. There's a lot of things that gotta go on first. All right. So we're gonna peel this layer back, and we're gonna talk basketball. That's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about some basketball. And hypothetically, if Ashlyn misses some games, misses the season, misses the rest of South Carolina basketball, we gotta talk about the challenges that bring. We have to discuss the challenges to our post depth, because she's a player who definitely will be missed. Make no mistake about it. This ain't no ankle injury. This ain't no I sprained the finger. This ain't none of those things. There is potential for her to be out several games, if not the year, or not playing a game ever again. at the Colonial Life Arena. Potential. So if Ashlyn Watkins ain't playing, you're talking about a player who played 38 games, 9 starts. Okay? Average 20.1 minutes per basketball game. 9.7 rebounds, 2.4 block shots per game. Led the country in defensive rating. Okay? 55% from the field, 56% from the free throw line. Her defensive rating was 68.2, which is straight up unbelievable. 6'3" player who jumps out of the gym. McDonald's All-American, top 15 recruit. The accolades go on and on and on. Should have been the 6th woman of the year last year, but it didn't go that way. But Ashlyn Watkins is a baller, and I expected greatness from her this upcoming season. I expected her to get 25 to 26 minutes per basketball game, easily average a double-double, easily average over 3 blocks per game, easily win the SEC Defensive Player of the Year, potentially the National Defensive Player of the Year. But we're going to talk about a Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Like, she ain't there. She ain't there. So that changes the dynamic of the starting lineup, because my starting lineup was Raven Johnson, Tahina Powpow, Bree Hall, Chloe, and Ashlyn. That was my starting lineup, but things have changed a little bit, okay? Things have changed. So there's opportunity for other players to get those minutes. Somebody getting those 20 minutes that Ashlyn Watkins played last season. The 25.3 minutes that Camila Cardoza, who has been straight up tearing the WNBA on fire over the last 10 games, letting them know why she was picked so high. As I'm taping this show right now, she got 16 points, 8 rebounds. I mean, Camila Cardoza is the truth. Okay? But somebody got to get those minutes. And the first person that I have to consider, the first person that if we're doing next woman up, is Sania Feagin. It has to be. She's been there. She's a senior. She's a former McDonald's All-American. She was the number 4 overall recruit in her recruiting class. She played a little bit freshman year, played a little bit more in sophomore year, played more her junior year. But this right here is the time. This right here is the time. You're talking to player Sania Feagin, who's 6'3", 6'3", played in 38 games and had 3 starts. That's Sania Feagin. For the season, she averaged 15 minutes. 15 minutes and 7 points, 4 rebounds. Solid offensive rating. Because we all know that she has moves on top of moves on top of moves. Her offensive rating was 114.4. Defensive rating was solid too, because we've been hearing for a couple of years that the reason that Sania Feagin wasn't able to get on the court was because of the defense. Well, defense rating was 79.3. By Gamecock standards, that's pretty good. By SEC standards, that's damn good. You know, Sania Feagin during the season was pretty good. When we got the postseason, oh, shit, she was good. Oh, yeah. She was good. Her numbers all went up. She went up to 19 minutes per game. 7.6 rebounds. Sania Feagin. We all saw it. We all saw Sania being that grown woman in the post. We saw that. And shot 44% from the field. And what I love, she was shooting 86% from the free throw line in the postseason. This is the time. This is the time for Sania Feagin to be her. To be her. There's an ample amount of minutes to be had now. And Sania Feagin, much like Bree Hall, who stepped up this past season and had a very solid junior season. If Sania Feagin is thrust into the starting lineup and get 20 plus minutes per basketball game, I am anticipating Sania Feagin averaging a double-double for the South Carolina women's basketball team. I anticipate conversations about Sania Feagin being all conference in the SEC. That is how much I believe in her. If she's able to accomplish both of those tasks, there won't be a question of if she's going to be drafted in the WNBA. It's going to be when she's drafted in the WNBA. I believe that. I honestly and truly believe that. And we have a lot of people who watch me who believe the same thing, that Sania Feagin can be her. Well, it's time to do it. It is time to do it. And Sania Feagin has the opportunity to increase her minutes, but there's a player by the name of Maryam Dauda, who transferred from Arkansas, who is very talented, who was a 5-star recruit, who was also in that 2021 recruiting class, okay, who was also top 15 recruit. She just happened to go to Arkansas. Okay, Maryam Dauda is a baller. She's 6'4". Arkansas played 2 forwards at the same time. Carolina plays 2 forwards at the same time. Yes, we've had Kamilla Cardozo, who's 6'7". Yes, we've had Aaliyah Boston, who's 6'5". Yes, we've had Asia Wilson, who's 6'5". Elena Coates, who's 6'4". But in reality, we played 2 forwards. We take out, Kamilla Cardozo. The starters in the forward position were 6'4", 6'5", that height. That height. Maryam Dauda is 6'4", but now she's different now. She's different because a player like Maryam Dauda, and some things you got to take with a grain of salt, because Arkansas was not a good basketball team. They had an overall record that was plus 500, but in the SEC, I think they were 6-10. Okay. She started all the games. They played 33 games. She started all of them, played 29 minutes per game, averaged 10 points, 6 rebounds, 46% from the field, couple of blocks per game. But what set her apart, what set Maryam Dauda apart from most of the forwards and centers in the SEC was she averaged 32% from 3. So she could stretch the 4. She can stretch the floor and shoot that 3 and pull that center or big forward out to guard. Yo, we ain't had that before at South Carolina. We ain't had no player who at 6'4", 6'5" can go out to the 3-point line and give them work at the 3-point line. We ain't had that. And she still shoots 76% from the free throw line. She's a solid free throw shooter. She's a solid, for sure, 3-point shooter, shooting it at the forward position. That is something we need at South Carolina. It's going to look different. With Ashlyn Watkins potentially gone, we don't know for how long, it will look different from Carolina. Maryam Dauda is not the defensive player that Watkins is. Feagin is not the defensive player that Watkins is. Nobody in the country is the defensive player that Watkins is. But both Feagin and Dauda are more talented on the offensive end than Ashlyn Watkins. It's going to look different for this basketball team. We just gotta look at things differently, man. We have to look at things differently. And the wild card to this picture right here, the wild card to this picture show is Joyce Edwards. And it's like a cap, like Joyce Edwards. She ain't no center. Nah, she ain't no center. Ain't no center at all. But I tell you this right here at 6'3", and I believe who was the best overall recruit in the class of 2024 can damn near play any position on the floor. I believe that in Joyce Edwards. I do. And at 6'3", she the same height as Ashlyn Watkins. Chloe is now 6'3". Feagin is 6'3", maybe 6'4". I mean, if you have a combination with Joyce Edwards as ultra talented as she is, I mean, playing along with Chloe Kiss, who she won a gold medal with a couple of summers ago, they got chemistry. I mean, come on. Joyce Edwards was an unbelievable recruit. Won every single, award that you can win her senior season, every single one. If there was an award that was given out for high school basketball, either in a tournament, either in a showcase, if it was on TV, Joyce was winning. This summer, she was the best player on the team at Team USA. Summer before, she was the best scorer on the team. Joyce Edwards has a high motor because she played 3 sports in high school. She don't get tired. You know she damn near a genius, highly intelligent, and just an amazing basketball player. If you have a player like Joyce Edwards, where Coach Staley just say, hey, D him up. Because she ain't play no defense. She had to play no defense in high school. She just scored, rebound, get assists, block shots. She did all those things. But if you have if you want to cultivate a player like Joyce Edwards and say, okay, you're gonna D this player up and we're gonna use all your athletic ability to guard this player, you telling me she can't? For sure she can. For sure she can. The conversation is between Joyce Edwards and A'ja Wilson as the most ready players to ever join the South Carolina Gamecocks. The most ready players. Yeah, those are the facts. Am I saying that she's going to be the starter? No, I'm saying that Saia Fagan going to be the starter. That's why I believe going to be the starter. But with Ashlyn gone, Joyce getting a lot of minutes this season. She's getting a lot of minutes this season. We're going to see a whole lot of Joyce Edwards in this basketball season. Joyce might average 15 to 20. Joyce might average 18 to 22 minutes per game. Dauda gonna average 20 to 23 minutes. Fagan gonna average 22 to 25 minutes of basketball this season. We're gonna see a lot of these 3 post players, and we haven't even discussed about Adhel Tac, who's a 5-star recruit coming off an injury. We haven't discussed about Sakima Walker. This is why you have a player like Sakima Walker coming back over a 5th year is important. Important. We didn't see minutes for Sakima Walker on this basketball team this upcoming season, unless there were garbage minutes. But now you have the 6'5" Sakima Walker, who was a 4-star recruit, who won a championship last season, who's going to get minutes this season. You have it was so important. Maryam Dauda, the transfer for Arkansas. This right here is we gotta look at this differently. We gotta say, okay, this is why you dip your toe into the transfer portal, because you don't know what might happen. So we were able to get a 5-star recruit in the transfer portal into a loaded post who will have her this year and next year. And lo and behold, with whatever situation happens with this basketball team, she's going to get a lot of minutes. It's important. It's important. Like, okay, Coach Staley got 12, 13 players now. So, well, we got a stacked squad. But now with Ashlyn Watkins in this situation, how close as those other wonderful, great basketball teams are? I've been saying for months on top of months that this upcoming 2024 to 2025 season was going to be the best in the history of South Carolina women's basketball, and better than all the other championships, 17, 22, and 24. Better than all those. But now with Watkins potentially off this roster, I mean, we got crazy depth. But make no mistake about it, you have one of the best 3 players on this basketball team who might not be playing. Might not be playing. The best defender in the country might not be playing. Now, we got other 5-star recruits to come in and do work, but UConn just got better with Watkins out. Texas just got better. Notre Dame just got better. Southern Cal just got better. It's going to look different this year for the South Carolina women's basketball team. Some of these games got a little bit closer. The line just shifted a little bit, to the left, okay? It just became more exciting for college basketball this season. Again, prayers up to Ashlyn and the victim. And in this case, in this situation, But we got basketball around the corner. And on Captain Will's show, we're going to talk basketball. You got other shows that are going to talk about the legalese and all this other stuff. I don't know about all that. I just want to talk about basketball and drink my wine and be happy. That's what I'm going to do. And if you down with that, keep rocking with your man, Captain Will. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You're not rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.